Bringing in the D&D Podcasts. We global, baby.
I ain't done. Don't choke on me down. What's going on, y'all, man? I'm your boy, Mike Damont
Don Tesla.
And we are bringing you some of the hottest content online that anybody has to offer. Anything from celebrity gossip to news, current events, and even some motivation and positivity.
Exactly. With a sophisticatedly ignorant point of view touch. That Tesla touch. Ow.
The Tesla touch. The Tesla touch.
I mean, hey. The Tesla touch. Not the Midas touch, but that Tesla touch.
The Midas.
So today, we're going to go ahead and dig into Abundancy Mindsets and Scarcity Mindsets, because there's a lot of people around the Hampton Roads area that
don't know how to work together and don't know how to come together, and it is sad because there is power in numbers.
That, and also they're not reaching their full potential. And it starts right up here in the temple. Well, what's inside of your temple? Well, you know,
the crown.
Inside of that crown, inside of your cranium, your medulla oblongata. Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and dig into this and just try our best to educate the people out there, not only in the Hampton Roads area, not only in the United States of America, but worldwide. Cause we global, baby. Yeah. I just love saying that, honestly. Just as loud and as
we should trademark that, huh? Y'all comment and see we should trademark that. That would be nice.
We're going to trademark that.
We're going to trademark that.
So, we're going to start with scarcity mindsets. And the first one is,
I win, you lose.
Go ahead.
Now, I win, you lose basically means you're at the top, they're at the bottom. Basically, you treat them like peasants. You treat them like slaves. In other words, they don't mean nothing to you. As long as they can help you reach the top, you'll literally leave them in the back.
Yeah, and the thing about that is that I win, you lose mindset is the OGs always taught me that the same people that you shit on your way up to the top is the same people that's gonna shit on you on your way back down. So you best to be careful who you shit on.
You don't know what them people can bring to the table. You don't know what kind of come up they gonna have. Nothing. Like I said, there's power in numbers. There's power in unity. Come together and do something, collab. There's always something that one person thought of that you probably didn't even think of.
And actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna compare the two mindsets as we go down the list. So abundancy mindset is
I win, you win, which basically means we all a team. We work together. If I eat, you eat. If I make money, you make money.
Exactly.
But the thing about it is also you just need to be in compliance of what exactly you're trying to do, because you don't want you're not going to be able to please everybody. You're not. But you can try your darndest at least to help that person out.
Yeah.
In the same sentence.
And I believe
if that makes sense.
Nah, it makes perfect sense. Because, like, going to the point that you just made about not being able to please everybody, I mean, that sounds like women right there. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, Black Girl Magic, don't crucify me, please. Don't hate me up on the
this is the same time Black Girl Magic that came for you, bro.
But they still love me, though, with that pretty boy smile. But anyways, but nah, like you were saying, as far as you can't please everybody, like, I feel like it's once you get to the point where you've accepted that you can't please everyone, then it's kind of like, you know, the point before you go into rehab, like, okay, I have a drug problem or I'm a sex addict, you know what I'm saying? I just can't stop fucking. So I need help. I never got that. I never got that. Like, how do you fix someone who has a sex addiction?
It's honestly, you know, it's funny. If you watch a lot of the movies, like a lot of the different like movies about people being raped and people just having sex after sex after sex, just going off. It's like I remember, as a matter of fact, in the movie Addicted, if y'all ever watch, y'all read the books, and y'all know Zane. A little trifling Southern style. Zane, I ain't gonna front those. Zane got some bomb books. Yeah. But however, in the movie Addicted, Sharon Lill, when she, at the end of the movie, when she went to counseling, you had seen the scene where she was actually raped by 3 older boys in the park, and the cut that she kept rubbing on her wrist was from the day when her arm was in a barbed wire when they were raping her. So that's where that cut came from. And so you will see her having sex with her husband, having sex with this man she fell in love with, having sex with another man just for the hell of it. It was a lot going on. And then the thing about it is, again, she had a family, she had a perfect life, she was working, doing big things, she was doing this, that, and the third, and so our reason felt like she had a void in her life. And even though you may have the perfect husband or the perfect wife, you're gonna I mean, I'm not saying that everybody does, but it's gonna be some type of void there that you're trying to fill. And the only way you can do it is by doing the things that you're addicted to. People do drugs because they don't feel like dealing with the real pain of their lives. People have sex because they're not trying to get attached. And then sometimes you end up getting attached and you just feel like you have a void because you feel like people have been taking advantage of you. So it's always something. But the thing about it is you have to be strong enough and willing enough to leave it in the past and put it behind you. Because the more you try to fight it and put it behind you, the more stronger you become. What doesn't kill you make you stronger.
Exactly.
Very simple.
And that's why accepting the fact that you can't please everyone will help you not only be able to push forward and push closer to whatever your vision is and the light at the end of the tunnel, but also it'll bring you into a mindset and it'll allow you to use that energy of 48 laws of power, laws of attraction. And because once you have that mindset and you start thinking about it, then those people start to show up because subconsciously you're looking for those people. So you got to accept that, and that's how you move forward, and you'll start to get into that I win you win mindset. And also that ties into something in the water and why that was so monumental for the area.
It was very successful for Virginia.
Pharrell, like,
basically brought everybody together.
We don't know. I don't know Pharrell like that. That's his cousin. But
I don't even know him like that.
I don't know Pharrell like that. But his persona and what he shows us is that he's really not too much of a selfish guy. Like, he wants to see other people win, and he's genuine about it. That event was genuine because it really brought this area that is so
it brought everybody together. It literally gave opportunities to people who literally, don't get me wrong, there are a lot of opportunities in Virginia, but not as much as I personally know there could be.
Yeah.
So for him to do what he did and give a lot of those opportunities to meet these celebrities and talk to them and see them and give them opportunities to showcase their talents and things like that was awesome.
Like, for example, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. Like, alright, because of something in the water and just the numbers that it pulled, like the airport, for example, the Norfolk International Airport, like, it saw a spike in business. Like, I don't know the exact percentages and how many people came in there, but a lot of business came through that. So as a result, it's a I win, you win. Pharrell's been winning with the music, and now that he brought it back to the city, everyone's winning.
And he's now getting into fashion. Remember the ice cream line? He just signed. I remember recently he just signed a deal with Chanel. So yeah, trust me. If he, like he said, if I win, you win. He's gonna make if you do your part. If you do your part to help and make things better, then the people that are around you will make sure you eat.
Exactly. Alright, so you read scarcity and I'll read abundant.
Alright, so scarcity. Lack of trust. Now, this is kind of iffy. And the reason why I say that is because with the lack of trust, yeah, you're not supposed to trust everybody. Very true. However, not everyone is like that. So you kind of got to have an open mindset to where people are going to, you know what I'm saying, to where they see your vision, you see their vision. And like I said, it's just a thing of communication. Because I can sit here and be like, I got $1 million in the bank with a straight face and be bluffing. And then they ask me, well, since you got $1 million, go ahead and give me $250,000 so we can go ahead and rent this building, start this business up, and do what you got to do. And then you looking back and forth like, where you gonna get $250,000 from? I only got $5 in the bank. Lack of trust. And the thing, exactly. And the thing about it is, there are in a lot of different businesses, there are a lot of manipulative people that literally will use you and take advantage of what you're doing and your vision and your dream in order to get them to come up. Now, say for instance, I can sit here and say, me and Don started a podcast together. Somebody else hits us up and be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying, I can bring something new to the podcast. Okay, so we bring him on the podcast. He does nothing but the exact same thing we're doing. I'm like, okay bro, where's your segment? Where's your portion of the work? We got our shit.
He just riding the coattails.
Basically, opportunists. There's a lot of opportunists. So yeah, a lack of trust. Now the thing is, you don't want to do that with everybody. You want to go into every meeting, every networking possibility with an open mind. You literally want to make sure that you communicate properly what you want, and they communicate properly what they want.
Exactly.
So,
also, it's easy to get trust messed up when you don't have a vision.
You just go for any and everything that you possibly see that sounds good, instead of something that's actually real and that's actually factual.
Moving from the scarcity mindset, growing into the abundant mindset, because that's where we all want to be and we all desire to have. I have an equation for trust, which is respect. So you gain a certain amount of respect, which turns into trust. And then once the trust has been built up, that turns into a functional relationship, a business relationship, a business partnership. So, I mean, in the industries that we're in any type of relationship, at some point you're going to have to get to a point where you need to outsource something. So, in the film industry, you may need to outsource a post-production team to do edits for you, to, you know, color grade things for you, things of that nature, to fix audio for you. You just might be the director and you got your film crew and your actors. But outside of that, you need a whole nother company. But if their reputation is fucked up, then you know, how are you going to have respect for them? You won't respect them because their reputation is messed up because they don't do good work.
What goes back into the I win, you win. Go into everything open-minded.
So my equation that I came up with is, first you gain a certain amount of respect, and then that turns into trust, which turns into a relationship, which everyone wins. So the next thing that we're gonna roll into from the scarcity mindset point of view is
I have the answers. No, you don't. You do not have the answer to everything. Yeah, if you do your research, okay, but you do not have the answers to everything, because whatever you looked up, whatever you may find, may not possibly be the answer for that moment. You never know what could happen. Anything is possible. Say for instance, me and Don say, okay, you know what, bro, we're gonna do a live show in Vegas. So that would be goals, straight goals. So say for instance, me and Don were like, yo, we're gonna plan this out. We'll have some talent come up there. We're gonna make it. Yeah, exactly. A Caesar's Palace or Hard Rock Cafe.
Well, call me Don Caesar.
But yeah, basically, yeah. So we
with my little Aphrodite.
Oh God.
Yay.
True that, or Apollonia. But no, but basically,
she got an afro or dreadlocks?
No, she got an afro. Yeah, she gonna come in there looking like Coco Fox. But nah, but yeah, so back to my example. So me and Don said we're gonna do a live show in Vegas. We're gonna tape the show like we normally do, but we're gonna have talent and things come out, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so Don figures we do it one way. I figure we do it another way. So we kind of put our ways together. Okay, everything's cool, everything's flowing smoothly, and then boom, one mishap just threatened to literally alter the show. What do? Do you stick with what you know? Like you said, you have all the answers, and then a lot of people, and then the thing is, you can always take suggestions. A lot of people are going to give you suggestions that may possibly work that you didn't possibly think of. So, say for instance, me and Don, you know, we're going to set stone this, we got this, we know what we're doing. Okay. And then the show was a big mess. And then we look at each other like, we just F this all the way up, bro. But, like I said,
all we had to do was just listen to
all we had to do was listen, exactly. All we had to do was listen to the OG. We didn't know, he possibly could know something that we didn't.
And so, after the show, he come up to us like, I told you.
Now, on to the abundance mindset.
Now, over here on the abundance mindset side, together, we find answers.
So in other words,
you gotta focus on each person in your team's strengths instead of, well, I'm the main cog, I came up with the idea and I'm gonna do everything, because you're human.
And a lot of you Virginians, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this now, a lot of you Virginians do that. Y'all depend so much on yourselves that you forget that other people on your team have goals and talents too.
And
use them.
And personally, I can say that sometimes I've been in that category of solely dependent on myself when I've done so much out here in this world. I've networked with so many people, and I could outsource everything. But it's all a process. It's all growing pains. You know, you live and you learn. But as I live and I learn and I grow through this voyage on my, well, hopefully one day a yacht on my voyage. But as I keep going through this, like, I find that it works so much better when you have professionals who literally make a living off of, okay, since we're in the film industry right now, you know, podcast, radio, or whatever, it makes sense to have someone who knows how to make, let's say, intro videos. That's all they do. You know what I'm saying? And they edit clips. It makes sense to give them some money, especially if they black. Should make them dollar circulate, dollar circulate, black dollar circulate. So I mean, it's just better to have a team and to focus on everybody's strengths instead of their weaknesses. Because being that selfish to yourself, you're being an asshole to yourself, man.
Very
Straight
true.
up, man. So
Straight up. All right, so on to the next one. Cost control. Whoo! This is a fault of both of us.
Mr. So Serious.
Yes, cost control. I have literally spent money, paychecks, loans, trying to literally continue what I love doing. Now, don't get me wrong, I love what I do, but it costs money. It costs money to have studio. It costs money to get the supplies that I need to get my t-shirts done. It costs me to pay a printer to help print and press my tees. It costs money for me to, you know what I'm saying, travel and do graphics and buy programs. Cost control. Now, the thing about it is, some of y'all are kind of scared to take that kind of big risk. Be like, man, look, man, it's a brand new studio, and he only charging us $80. I mean, I know it's a little bit much, but shoot, but the classes you do, you should be able to take that back. No, we're gonna stick to the plan, and we're just gonna keep this low budget. Your budget is gonna have to change because somewhere in there could possibly be an opportunity. Say, for instance, you do take that big risk. And you know what? I'll spend this $80 on the stereo. Missy Elliott walked in the studio because she heard it was brand new. She wanted to see it.
And there you go.
And you in the middle, exactly. You in the middle just practicing, getting your dance on. She looking like, yo, I like this choreo, yo, come here, let me talk to you.
How can I get your team to? I mean,
exactly. The thing about it is, like I said, big risks are always being able to take. Like, you just gotta move with it.
You can't be scared to focus on results.
Exactly. With that being said,
because that's part of having an abundant mindset. So always focusing on cost control and how much is this gonna cost. Being a cheap asshole. I know. Hey, Grandpa. Hey, you see we getting better, right? It's been clean so far, but you gotta sprinkle a little bit in there, just a little bit, for the millennials. But focusing on results is the main priority and goal and vision. Like, ever since we've been doing this podcast, and it's been gaining some momentum and some traction through the promotion.
We appreciate y'all
like
love, man.
We really do.
Always.
All love over here, hearts.
All love.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I see y'all focused up out there. You know what I'm saying? Cause we go over, baby. But anyways, a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters, they've been coming up to me and they've been giving me ideas for the podcast, and like, I always do my best to keep an open mind. I always do my best to never leave any stones unturned or anything like that. But I understand that, in a sense, this is a business, so we have to take it slow, because a lot of businesses, they fail within the first 3 to 5 years, and this is the podcast.
Honestly, you want to be real, in the first 3 to 5 months.
Come on.
Because literally, say for instance, you can sit and promo all you want to, but nobody's paying attention.
Exactly.
There's short attention spans.
And the best way that I can describe this to people who want to become a part of this is that, look, people who want to be interviewed, we're just not at that point right now. But we will have guests on here who will be interesting.
Very true.
Who you'll be like, man, I remember when they was up here talking crazy, being funny, but they were still dropping gems. And now they're interviewing people, and now they're doing live shows. It's coming.
Very true.
It's coming. So the most important thing, I believe, in having an abundancy mindset, especially in the beginning, is to focus on results. Like, if you just have one camera, and you just have a couple of likes. Make it work to the best of your ability.
Very true.
It's no excuses. We're in the age of information. YouTube, Google, Amazon.com. God damn it, ask Jeeves, man.
I ain't heard that since elementary school, bro.
You know what I mean? Focus on results, because that's the thing that's gonna push you forward. That's the thing that's gonna really that's gonna catch people's attention. When you focus on results, you focus on making the highest quality content messages that the dark web or the internet has ever heard of.
See, I don't mess with the dark web. That's him, not me.
I don't mess with the dark web neither.
But with cost control and the abundance mindset, you got an investment with a return. And the cool thing about that is, if you invest in yourself, like say for instance, once again, back a couple episodes, I told you I bought a printer. I can now print pictures and graphics. I can print contracts for my dance services. I can now print stuff or meeting stuff for my team or for, you know, me.
Oh, thank you for that, because I actually read the one below it.
Yeah. So, but yeah, between the scarcity mindset, cost control, when you're worried about men, or just honestly take that risk, invest in yourself, and honestly you get a bigger return because you never know what that product or that supply could do for you. So
real spit. And then just going off of what I was saying in the abundancy mindset with focusing on results is, all right, so right now with what we are getting ready to do and moving forward, like, people are an investment. Like, just taking a chance on people is an investment. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not always about money. Like, when I was talking to one cat who he's been putting a lot of other people onto the podcast through the promos that we've been putting out there. Mm-hmm. He's like, yo, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this person, I know this person. I told him, hold on, slow down. But anyways, I told him slow down. But I thought it was interesting because he was like, man, look, you can't focus on the money right now, man. Like, you basically got to just take a chance on people because you don't know what they can bring to the table. Now, you can't take a chance on everybody. You really have to be a good judgment of character, especially in these artsy, you know, film, music, fashion industries, man, because people have motives. I mean, everybody has motive, man, but it's all about if that motive
will benefit you and them, or benefit them and break you.
Exactly. So, and also on top of that, we'll get into this topic another day, but you gotta have paperwork. You know, you gotta be able to
paper trail, contracts.
You gotta be able to walk out on people. Like, I'm sorry, but you gotta be able to walk out on people. Like, this is my boy right here. But all the other cats, like, when you have a good idea, man, I'm telling you, they will come. They will come and they will try to take it. I'm telling you, man. Very but true. It's a blessing to have something that people actually want to come and take. So anyways, moving on to
where we at. Alright, so scarcity mindset. Since we already did focus on cost, focus on results, let's move down. Buy time and hours. Now, if you have to buy someone's time, to be honest, I'm not going to say it's not worth it, but honestly, that's a huge risk. Because the thing about it is, when you buy someone's time, you're basically paying them to help you. Now, like he said, networking and bringing people in, not even for the money, but just for them showing love and they feel like, yo, this is a good idea. I would definitely love to help y'all out on that. I want to be a part of this movement.
That's love.
That's love. Now, if you have to buy their time or everything costs with them, then even though that may be the best in there, but maybe it's just not for you at the time. I
think it's good for certain people because some people you really have to, like, yo, once again going back to women, sometimes it might be better to just pay her just to, you know, leave. Straight up, like. Very true. But for some people, being serious now, but for some people, I think it's best that, like, extras or something like that. Like, if you're doing a film or something like that and you need a bunch of extras for, like, a graveyard scene or something like that.
You always want to give an opportunity.
You always want to give an opportunity, but I don't like to get into too many things that I can't walk out on in less than 30 minutes or seconds, you know? So, by outcomes and results. And this really goes back into the same thing I was just saying. Like, you want to build trust up and gain relationships with people who are based on, and their morals are based around having obtaining outcomes and solutions, and also finding problems, and like I said just now, getting to solutions. Like, that's more efficient. Buying time and hours, if you buy time but you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have the right mindset or the right people around you with the right mindset,
and a waste of money.
There you go.
Straight up.
So you want to buy outcomes. Like, if I go to D&D Studios out there 757, my boy just put me on to them. Hey, I like what y'all doing out there, man. Y'all good money. Y'all Gucci. Cool. But yeah, if I go to D&D Studios and I've heard about their reputation, and I pay that $50 for that hour just to get, you know, a vocal just cleaned up, and it comes back superb, word, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? That is me buying an outcome and a result, and it's 100. You know what I'm saying? It's a bean, it's a stack. Right. So we focus on outcome and results, and not paying for time and hours, because it might not get done the right way that we want it to get done, and then we got to pay more people for more time, which is a waste of time.
Exactly.
And money.
And a waste of money. Because
my money is my time, and my time is my money.
Hello.
Hey, I keep my mind on my grind on my mind.
All right. So next in the scarcity mindset list, I expect
you can stop snatching out my hand. No, I'm just playing.
See how he just cut me off? Such a nigga. But anyway. But
you hear that, Grandpa? Nah, I'm just playing.
Spit. But no. Alright. But I expect bad news. Basically, you're expecting the worst. Like, say for instance, you do a show, the show comes the day of, and you're just literally sitting there worried. You're like, oh my god, this is gonna be horrible. I don't even want to look. Honestly, if you speak it into existence, it will happen. Speaking life into something is very, very powerful. Very powerful. Words have a lot of power.
You know, every time I said that, not that I want this woman, but I'm gonna get her, because I don't say that often. I really don't say I'm gonna get her, but when I say I'm going to get her, I usually end up getting her, and then she usually ends up trying to steal my soul. But yeah, I mean, you gotta be careful for what you ask for. But that goes right into what we're saying right there. Like, your words have power. Like, I think in the Bible it said the tongue is the most powerful muscle in the body, or the sharpest, something like that. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be all philosophical and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Messing up Bible quotes. But what I'm saying is that you got to be careful what you speak into the universe, man, because that's saying what your
karma is a real thing. What you put out will come back to you tenfold,
because that energy is neither destroyed nor created, just transfer from one party to the
hello.
What's on the
thermodynamics
said? So I expect high performance. I speak life into things.
I want y'all to go out there.
Everything I touch turns into gold.
I expect you to go out there and kill it. Do your thing. Do the best that you possibly can. Make me proud. Y'all, I'm proud of y'all. Blah, blah, blah. Speak it. High performance. The more motivated people are, the better a performance they're going to do. And they're going to feel like, oh, he trusts me. All right, I'm going to make sure I do my job right. You know what I'm saying? Power.
Every time I step in front of the microphone, I move their spirit.
Exactly.
Every time I touch a person, I wake their soul up, and they want to do exceedingly and abundantly great things. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
I said, can I get a hallelujah? Can I get a testify? Oh, is that the Kurt Franklin song?
What? I don't know. No. Can I get a revolution?
Can I get a revolution? Woo! Woo!
Throwback.
Yeah.
That's going to be on the playlist. But no.
Man, you got to speak life into things.
Definitely.
You really have to pick your vocabulary. You have to be decisive with
always
what
keep
you're
positive
saying.
Positive vibes every time.
Because it's real. Energy is really real.
Alrighty, so we're going to move on forward. Micromanagement.
It's just annoying.
It really is. Honestly, it's not even explainable. Micromanagement. You're literally watching every single little piece of thing that goes on within yourself, your business, whatever you got going on. Micromanaging is honestly time consuming. It's very stressful. you literally know, because if you're micromanaging, you have to pinpoint every single thing. And at times, it's going to be annoying because of the simple fact that that means you don't trust your team or you don't trust yourself enough to let it happen naturally and keep things moving. Now,
I told one of my my leads at work, kind of filling in the lines and giving what you said a little bit more meat. But given what you just said a little bit more meat, like I told one of my leads at my job, like, bro, like, you're the problem, but you're not the problem. And he doesn't micromanage, because basically what I'm trying to say is that micromanaging, if not done right, and if you don't have good soldiers, i.e. people who are under you, you're gonna have a diluted product of whatever it is that you're trying to get done. And going back to what I was saying about my lead, I was saying, bro, you're the problem, but you're not the problem. See, your leadership skills ain't really up to par, bro. You're a better soldier than you are a general. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, the soldiers that you got under you, they some shit.
Now, I'm gonna put it like this: if you have to micromanage everything, then you don't need to do it.
Yeah, bro.
You don't need to be there. It don't need to be there. Period.
Because it sounds like you've bitten off more than you could chew.
Exactly.
Bruh.
Exactly.
So like,
on to the abundance mindset.
That shit is really annoying. Like straight up, it's really annoying. So stewardship. That means you can literally leave your business in somebody else's hands, and you can go home, rest your nerves, come back, know that everything has been done. And the thing about it is, even though that is a risk at times, honestly, if the people believe in your dream and they working hard enough to make sure that everything comes together, then literally you can speak life. Because the thing about it is, say for instance you get sick and somebody got to take a big meeting because you sick. Sinclair James, prime example, living single. If you ever watched that episode when Khadijah got sick and she let Sinclair run the office for the week. Now, need I mind you, things may have blown the ish at times, but she was able to get the cover done. She scored the big sponsor meeting. She got the sponsor off of just doing nothing but ad-libbing. And Khadijah literally, and when she came back, Khadijah was like, there's a few mistakes, but other than that, you did okay. You did good. Boom. Open opportunity. You never know. And if you can do that and literally leave and let someone else handle it, especially knowing how Sinclair, how crazy and cuckoo she was at times, ain't nothing much more to say. You got it. I've been in this situation as well, where leadership, they may have been sick, or they couldn't come into work, or they've been on vacation, or whatever the case may be. And this job that I've been working in about close to 4 years, I've never seen myself really being leadership, because in my humble estimate, it's just not what I want to do, and it's not worth it for me. The pay is not good enough, because I want at least $20 an hour if I'm gonna be doing any type of leadership, because you got to manage personalities and the responsibility. I know it's hot in here, it's all good, because I'm sweating too.
Trying to fix my shirt.
But anyways, so as a result of what I'm made of, because I'm the type of person who, we're all on the same boat together, and man, I'm not gonna be the reason this boat sinks, bro. Like, I like riding on this yacht, and if I gotta go down there and repair the propeller and fix the hull myself, then I'm just gonna have to go down there, get my scuba gear on, and just fix it up, man. Whatever. I'm not even gonna complain. So I mean, like, I just let my nuts hang. Like, I'm not scared to let my nuts hang, and I'm not scared to go out there and just say, alright, you go over here, you go over here, I'm gonna stay right here, I'm gonna feed these up to you, you two go over here, y'all start that up. Once we're done over here, then we're gonna go over here, we're gonna help you, we're gonna finish this up, then we're gonna go over here, and then we're gonna get it done. And as a result of that, you know, good outcomes, they get rewarded. Now, I have humbly declined in some leadership positions I didn't get because of the management above that. They was just shitty. But that's part of it. Like, if you're a good soldier and you know what you're doing and you have some sort or form of pride, then people will trust you and entrust you to leave their businesses and companies with you.
True that. So let's moving on. Let's see. Stress and frustration. That's life. That comes with everything. That comes with running a business. That comes with working at a business. That comes with work in general. Literally, stress and frustration. But the thing is, don't let it get to you. A lot of people let that stuff affect them, and it affects their work, and it makes you not want to do it anymore because that spark is gone, because of the fact that you get frustrated that it's not happening now, or it's not happening the way you want it to happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna be stressed and frustrated because of the fact that you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to flow smoothly, and there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, you cannot let that affect you. Point blank in the period.
Straight up.
So on to the next one.
And then a person with an abundant mindset has confidence and they exude success. You know, they walk with their chest out and their head up. You know, chin up, baby, chin up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell people. I be like, hey yo, young king, chin up.
Yeah.
Or I be like, OG, chin up.
Chin up.
You know what I'm saying? Or they be like, yo, keep your head up. I be like, alright, take your time. But yeah, confidence, man. You got to do everything with confidence, and you know that. Not only part of having a vision, you know what I'm saying, that will keep people moving forward and striving, even though they're in fucked up situations. But that confidence is what will be like, you know what, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do these exercises, I'm going to run, I'm going to put these smokes down eventually, and I'm going to go and instead of working 40 hours, I'm going to work 60 hours. And I'm just going to build. I'm going to take it step by step, man, because I'm successful, even though my accolades might not say it, but shit, I'm going to get one at a time.
Very true. Moving right along. So my last one here is resource constrained. Basically, you depend too much on your resources. Outsourcing is good, don't get me wrong. However, you cannot always depend on your sources. You have to go out and get it for yourself. You have to figure out what exactly is needed, so that way you can do it by yourself. Because you keep going through them sources, somebody can end up moving, somebody can end up dying, somebody can end up in some mess, lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. Excuse me, anything could happen. So, don't always depend or rely on your resources. Because sometimes your resource is actually just yourself.
Yeah. You
can literally just go and get what you need by yourself. So don't get constrained to just depending on yourself. Be like, yo, my boy E got the hook up on the printer out Players Park, and yo, my boy D know the computer graphic guy in Best Buy, and he probably off that day. He probably ain't even in the store. So you never want to be resource constrained. Man, and
that's why, like, when you see a lot of hood movies with like drug dealers and stuff like that, like they try to cut out the middleman and they try to like be the plug. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to go to anybody just in case, you know, Pablo get his head mushed in. Then he's like, well, hey, y'all can come to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then person with an abundant mindset, they prioritize better. They prepare better. They expect, like, even though a person with a scarcity mindset always expects the worst and they're like, man, here we go and again. You know what I'm saying? But really preparing for the worst, so you don't, like, alright, I'll put it to you like this. If you don't make a plan, then you plan to fail. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting ready to take a Euro trip in about a month and a half. So if I don't plan, or if I didn't plan, oh shoot, I might get over there and not have no bread, and I might be stuck, and I might have to start a whole new life over there. You know what I'm saying? But that's dead. I ain't doing that.
Yeah, right.
That's real dead.
But yeah. But always, the thing is, scarcity versus abundance. Scarcity mindsets, y'all literally are preparing yourselves for the worst, or you're preparing to fail. Don't do that. Always keep an abundant mindset and keep the positivity up on you, alright?
Hell yeah, because once you gain that abundant mindset, then all things become abundant.
Exactly.
Hey, this is the D&D Podcast. I'm Don.
And I'm Damont, and we be right back. Yo, I'm your boy Mike Damont.
Yo, I'm Don Tesla.
And you're now listening to the D&D Podcast. Welcome back, man. It's the D&D Podcast. We're going to go ahead and jump straight into the So Serious segment of the day. Oh, so serious all day long. However, so I got a little bit of juice for you. So as you know, of course, you know I'm a big Foxy Brown fan. I was a huge Foxy Brown fan back in the 90s and early 2000s when she dropped hits like Yeah, Oh Yeah, Come Fly With Me with Sizzler, Tables Will Turn, Man, I'll Be Good, all of that. However, so, you know, Candy, my girl Candy from Escape, and of course, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta, as always, she has come up with a really, really cool tour called Welcome to the Dungeon. It's kind of like a S&M meets Big Old Freak meets burlesque meets concert with a bit of dance and music and singing and swag. It's crazy. It's super sexy and extremely crazy, but it is really, really cool. So while in New York City for the tour, she invited the rapper Foxy Brown to come on stage and perform. So of course she did one of her best hits, which was I'll Be Good with Jay-Z. Come to find out, she forgot the lyrics. You know, mind you, this is all true because they got it on camera. She forgot the lyrics and fans immediately started to boo. Knowing that you come back after 18 years and you forget the lyrics to one of your best hits.
And they paying you.
And they paying you? Oh, that's not good. So they immediately, when they started booing, they started also throwing things on stage. And they literally had to get her off the stage. And with that, the DJ, being petty as he was, decided he would play a Little Kim song. Really?
That's wrong.
That, I mean, don't get me wrong, she may have messed up in the performance, but yeah, that was way too petty.
So disrespectful.
So disrespectful. And the thing about it is, Candy came up and did try to defend her, saying, y'all gotta give my girl some respect. Hold on. It's been 18 years, but the fans weren't trying to hear that. Yeah. And the thing about it is also, that happens with a lot of different groups, like Escape. When they finally decided to come back together, and you really think they're going to forget the lyrics to a lot of their platinum hits? Nah, you think Brandy's gonna forget? Think Monica's gonna forget? It doesn't excuse you, boo. I mean, Foxy Brown, you gotta practice, boo. You gotta get it all together before you get on that stage. And don't get me wrong, you a beast, you a legend in the game, but now I mean, 18 years of not performing, it's not gonna always come straight back to you. But I give you props for at least trying, and at least you made a comeback. And I also heard she had a new baby in 2017, so congratulations.
Congratulations on that.
Yes. Congratulations on mom, but get that act right.
But do better.
Do better.
And speaking of that, not to interrupt, but also like during Coachella this year, Nicki Minaj, man, she was looking like a scrub up there on the stage because Ariana Grande, she was a headlining act for one of the weekends. And she invited Nicki Minaj out there. I forget the name of the song, but she just
side
looked...
Side or bed, one of the two. That's
not the song that was on Nicki's album, but it was on Ariana's album. And Nicki,
side to side,
I think it was
side to side.
And Nicki was she looked lost, like she hadn't been on stage in years, man. Like she was way behind on her lyrics, because you know you can hear yourself in the headphones, but some people they're also listening to their voice like through the speakers. You know what I'm saying? And she just had her hand on her hips and just looking lost. And Ariana was like, "Bitch."
And don't get me wrong, Ariana has stepped up. I mean, I've always been an Ariana Grande fan. I love her voice. Her voice is beautiful. And honestly, she one of them white girls that got a little soul.
She ain't white, but
I honestly, bro, I don't care. She like Justin Timberlake. Honestly, for real, Justin Timberlake is a white boy with soul. He got some soul. He got some. And the thing is, what I love, Lorianne Gibson said it best. She was like, what makes a white girl dope when she dances is her soul. Not saying that black people are the only people that got soul. You got white people that got a little soul in them. And then when you got a little soul, sometimes you may get a little organic. You may become not hood in a sense, but you'll become kind of sophisticatedly ignorant, as we would say.
Well, you know, black people, we drive American culture and the culture in the world.
We do. Anywhere. And the cool thing about it is, a lot of white people are starting to come into that. Yeah,
man, they always been into that. Look at Elvis. Elvis was singing nigga hits. Man, come on now, bro. Like it was an interview that Ray Charles did. I believe it was Ray Charles. And Ray Charles, he kept it funky. He kept it 100. He was just like, look, man, for me to say Elvis Presley is the greatest, I mean, I can't do that, you know, and I know a lot of people are not gonna like it. I'm gonna get backlash off it, but I mean, I gotta keep it funky. Elvis is not the best. He's doing shit niggas been doing. He just is putting a white face on it.
Robin Thicke, Sam Smith,
come on,
all of them. And the thing about it is, what I like about Robin Thicke and Sam Smith is the fact that they managed to stay themselves. They stayed organic. They did.
It's cool. I love their music, but let's never take away from the fact that black people, we are
and honestly,
people.
it started with John B.
People.
It started with John B. We are very artistic. We're very soulful. We're very.
It's not even before then with the tap dancing and all that shit, man. Them white boys couldn't move like.
Ain't nobody touching Savion, bro. Ain't nobody touching Savion Glover, bro. He is awesome. And the cool thing,
not to take away from your segment.
Yeah, but the cool thing about it is, like I said, I love when people bring out their soul. Like when I'm looking at dancers, when I'm looking for dancers, I look for their soul. I look for that passion. I look for the fire in the eye. And the thing is, when you bring out that soul, like you got that attitude, that swag, and it's not even so much black, it's hip hop. And the thing is, you can put kind of hip hop swag. Say for instance, you got something called ballet ratchet. Like when you overly confident, like you're super, like you gotta be stuck. Like of course when you do ballet, you gotta be stuck up. But it's literally like if you got the technique and you throw a little soul in there.
So let me ask you this, bringing it back to Foxy. So let's say that you were the headlining act. This is your tour, and you invite Don Tesla up there. You know, you're singing a song, and I got a verse up there, legendary triple diamond song, and I go up there and I forget my lyrics. How are you gonna look at me? How are you gonna perceive me?
Now, what I will say is, now need I mind you, once again, Foxy has not been on stage in 18 years. She has not done a song, nothing in the past 18 years. Now, me looking at you, knowing that you've been consistently doing music, for you to forget lyrics, especially doing a triple platinum Grammy nominated hit that everybody knows.
Grammy award winning.
Yeah, right. Okay. Grammy award winning hit that everybody still sings, downloads as his ringtones and everything till this day. For you to forget the lyrics was extremely disrespectful and a big betrayal to the fans, because they expected you to come out that mug and straight kill it. Lil' Kim made a comeback, made a huge comeback. So you know what I'm saying? It's literally. You gotta think of in terms of the fans. Now, me inviting you, knowing I was a fan of your music, and knowing that I invited you to be a part of the song, and we won a Grammy because of it, and you go ahead and just forget the lyrics and act like it's nothing, and then you just keep jamming like it ain't happened. I'd have been like, yo, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, hold on. You didn't practice this? You didn't learn the word? You didn't remember to memorize the words before you got on stage?
Come on, man. That's disrespectful to yourself.
Exactly, because it's me putting my name on the line for you, for someone that I respect that's been a legend in the game, and you literally just take it as, I'm not gonna say she didn't take it serious, but that's something serious, especially when people are booing you during the concert and throwing stuff on stage.
Maybe the moment was too big for her at that point in her life, or at this point in her life.
Like, you gotta start from somewhere, and even if you're in the music game, you gotta start from the bottom.
I mean, she did, but still.
But even with her being a legend in the game, I necessarily thought it was disrespectful to her fans, because a lot of people were probably not even looking forward to seeing her. So the fact that she brought her out, and then you do one of your biggest hits and forget the words, that's like a whole slap in the face to all the people who supported that song. Everybody who loves that song, who danced to it, who still plays it to this day. I still play it to this day. That's like one of my favorite tracks by her. So yeah, definitely, I would say and the fact that I had to go on stage to defend you and keep the people from calming down. Now that thing is, I will defend you.
That's being classy.
That's being classy. I will defend you, but I'm gonna tell you about yourself. I will defend you on stage, but when we go back there, when it's just me and you, I'm gonna tell you about yourself, because that shit wasn't cool. It wasn't. Point blank in the period. Now, but of course, like I said, the tour is doing excellent. I've seen great feedback about it, so definitely So Serious Award definitely goes to you, Candy Birds. Keep doing what you're doing. I love the family. Riley looks amazing. Absolutely, her prom dress was bomb. I've seen it on Instagram. But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. Keep hustling, keep grinding, keep singing. Please get back with Escape. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now, I love all four of y'all. I don't care if it is just three of them. I love all four of y'all equally. Get back with them and do y'all thing and go make this triple platinum 4th album. Or 5th album. Come on now. But anyway, yeah. Right. There's a bunch of Escape tracks that I love. Like, And the thing is, Candy did her thing. She went solo for a little bit, did her thing. But I definitely give So Serious award to Candy Burris, man. Keep doing your thing. And that's the So Serious segment of the day. I'm Mike Damont. And we'll be back with D&D. Hey, it's your boy, Mr. So Serious, aka So Serious Branding Company. Of course, you can check me out. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook at So Serious03. That is So Serious. That's SOSERIOUZ03. Alright? And you can also follow me. Check out the website at www.S0S3RIOUZbrandingco.com. Peace. D&D Podcasts. We here.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Well, I'm looking at my rollie. It's about that time for On It, Off It. So today, what we are gonna do for On It, Off It is we're gonna kind of tie it back into the original segment, which we talked about abundancy mindsets and scarcity mindsets and just key qualities that we believe a leader should have. Mm-hmm. So I got a couple of leadership quotes, and we're gonna see if we on it or off it from a couple leaders in American culture. With great power comes great electricity bills.
Off it.
And that's from no, I'm off that.
Off that.
Oh my goodness. It is a terrible thing to look over your shoulder when you are trying to lead and find no one there. Franklin Roosevelt.
Read that one more time for me.
So, it is a terrible thing to look over your shoulder when you are trying to lead and find no one there. By Franklin Roosevelt.
On it. Reason why? When you're trying to be a leader, you're gonna have people who not follow your lead or who don't want to follow your lead. And even though, yeah, it may hurt a little bit, it's gonna hurt a little bit.
Exactly. I'm on it because I think that's a scary thought.
That is a very scary thought.
To be
when you want to be a leader and no one's literally following you. You're just literally there alone by yourself. And sometimes it takes being by yourself to build up that power and that confidence.
Exactly. I mean, it's a quote that I just recently came across, and it was like, hustle until the people you couldn't reach out to you.
There you
go. I mean, once you get to that point where people are reaching out to you and they're following your footsteps, then I mean, it's cool because then it's a connection there. You dig? It's a connection there. Vision without and I'm on that. Vision without action is daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare.
Ooh.
Japanese proverb.
Ooh, I'm on it. I am on that. So vision without action is a daydream.
Action without vision is
a nightmare. So in other words, say for instance you make the wrong move, it literally goes worse for yourself. You have a vision but you don't do nothing about it. It's literally a daydream. You're literally just thinking about it. You're not doing nothing to supply it or make it a reality.
I'm on it because
I'm definitely on it. That's a powerful. That's powerful.
Fuel. That's fuel to my Lamborghini when I get one. Because if I get one.
Daydream. Vision without action is a daydream.
I mean, hey, I'll get one eventually. I'll probably get a Tesla. Don Tesla pull up in the Tesla on auto drive.
Yeah. That'll be some shit.
I pull up, I'm asleep. Feet kicked
Sir,
up.
why are you sleep in the car? Because it's driving for me.
Did this man really just pull up with his feet kicked up in the driver's seat?
And it's really driving perfectly itself. Where did he find?
I'm on that. Though.
Yeah, definitely
I'm on that because a lot of people, they talk about it, but they don't do it. And then a lot of people
who do it,
they
don't think.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do it without thinking.
Leadership is defined as the ability to hide your panic from others. On it, man. The kind of work that I do, people get injured left and right and left, up and down, round and round, and you get put in so many situations where you have the opportunity to panic
and lose your mind.
You know that commercial with that red panic button? Yeah, people be hitting that, but what you gotta do is you really gotta be cool, calm, collective, cool like the ceiling fan, and delegate and dictate and be decisive and be like, yo, you here. Matter of fact, y'all stay right here. I'm gonna go ahead and handle this, and y'all handle this over here. You gotta be cool, even if you don't know what the hell you doing.
Exactly.
It's hard to leave a cavalry charge if you think you look funny on a horse. And by the way, the last quote was by Lao Tzu. That's my dude.
Lao Tzu. And I'm definitely on that. So keep going.
I said it's hard to lead a cavalry charge if you think you look funny on a horse.
Off it.
Yeah.
I don't see no depth or no meaning to it. And now, if y'all are on it, feel free to comment below if y'all are on some of these quotes and tell us why. We want to know. Maybe something we don't understand or something you may understand.
The man who smiles when things go wrong has thought of someone to blame it on.
On it.
Robert Block.
On it. Definitely on it. Because that is a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
That's a life for a lot of people.
I ain't even gonna lie. Because when shit hit the fan, and I'm part of that shittiness that hits the fan, I don't get mad. I just smile. I be like, like my nigga AZ said, yeah, if you catch a body, nigga, better have an alibi. So I'm like,
phone tap.
How can I wiggle and maneuver my way up out this horse shit?
Exactly. What's next? Let's see.
I would rather be an artist than a leader. Ironically, a leader has to follow the rules.
Ooh.
Chris Jamie.
I'm on it. Definitely on it. There's a lot of depth to that. A leader does have to follow the rules. You have to abide by it. And the thing is, even when working in a corporate job, even though you are a leader and you do have a little bit more free will, you still have to abide by those same rules. As an artist, you don't have to do that. You can create your own. And the thing is, what you probably create will be better than the rules that they probably have. More freedom.
I'm on that. Alright, next quote is by Nelson Mandela.
Oh, yes.
In my country, we go to prison first, and then we become presidents.
Ha! On it! Ha! Yes, Nelson Mandela. Definitely
Mandela.
In my country, we go to prison and then we become president. You're darn skippy. Because you can turn a negative into a positive. That man was in jail for how long? And that man is still a positive outlook on life until this day? On it.
Alright. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups.
On it.
George Carlin.
On it.
Why you on that?
On it because, for real, a lot of people you may seem stupid, there may be a logic or something as to why they think the way that they think. And then people like them who come together, and that plan comes in motion and comes fully together and makes sense.
Unfortunately, that shit is, they make movements.
They make movements.
Not just moves, movements.
And the thing about it is, the same people you can call stupid and say, yo, this doesn't make sense. It may not make sense to us, but it may make sense to them. And then if they plan it out and actually think their logic and do their homework and their research, that stupid idea may be a great one. Henceforth, mumble rapping. Stupid ass idea. But it's making hella money, sadly. But that's what it is.
It's got influence.
It's got influence.
It's been pushed on people for so long.
And the thing is not even mumble rapping. They're trying to rap fast. They're trying to be like Twister, Buster.
But they're not articulate.
They're not articulate. So it just mumbles.
I am a leader, not a follower. Unless it's a dark place, then you going first.
Bullshit, you going first.
Yo, that's crazy because I'm on that. Cause that shit
I'm on that. That's funny.
That shit happened to me when I was working with Aeromart out on Virginia Beach or whatever. They told us to come in on the weekend one day to do like some extra cleaning and stuff under the grill. So dude who I was with, he was like one of the leads or whatever, a DJ. I drove him up, we drove up there together or whatever, and the kitchen is dark, like it's in the morning time, you know what I'm saying? So we open it up and we know it's mad rats in there. Like the rats is like New York rats, bro. The shit is crazy, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, I be telling people, yo, don't eat in there. You can come over here and fuck me, but don't eat over there, man. It's just crazy. So, anyways, I open up the door and he like, nah, little nigga, go in there first. I'm like, man, whatever, nigga, bitch ass motherfucker, your big ass, man.
Bullshit.
Whatever. Them braids you goddamn tight on your head.
That's the first thing that happened in horror movies. The first person who go in the dark is the first person to get killed. Nope.
Yeah.
We gonna stay right here and we gonna wait.
Try to sacrifice my ass, man. Fuck that, G. I ain't got time for that. let's see where we want to take this to.
Ooh, that's one.
Sometimes you have to take a break from being the kind of boss that's always trying to teach people things. Sometimes you just have to be the boss of dancing.
I like that.
Michael Scott, The Office.
And I know a lot of y'all watch The Office on FX. I'm definitely on that quote though. I like that. Sometimes you do have to take a break from teaching people because, once again, you got to perfect your craft. You got to be the boss of dancing. In other words, be the boss of perfecting your craft. That way you can show others. You take a break and take time for yourself in order to perfect it.
And if you was really on your ish, really on your P's and Q's, then you would have created another boss who could do all the teaching for you.
Exactly.
Now that's when you're a real boss.
That's a read.
Real bosses create real bosses.
Hello?
Some game for your ass right there. You picking up what I'm putting down, babe? Ronald Reagan. Huh.
Oh God.
Matter of fact, nah, I don't even want to read that. Let's see. Some people say never let them see you cry. I say if you're so mad, you could just cry, then cry. It terrifies everyone.
I'm off.
Yeah, Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, yeah, that kind of.
Alright, this is going to be the last quote. Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
On it.
Michael Scott, The Office.
I'm definitely on it.
I'm on it too. Because I want to be feared and loved too, babe.
Nah, I like the fact that he said, I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. The reason why is because of the simple fact that, number one, they're literally going to take the time to be like, yo, why do I hang around this cat so much? What is it? And the thing is, they realize that I could possibly be showing them something that they never knew they had in them that could help benefit them in their future life.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, I just always wanted to say this on the podcast. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, somewhere in the world. But anyways, that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is On It Off It with your mans, Mr. We Global, baby. And the boy Wonder, or the man Wonder, the dancing savants, Mr. Mike Damont. Mr. So Serious. We so serious. And
so serious.
We're D&D, and this is the D&D Podcast, and we're going to be back on the other side to wrap up them loose ends.
Peace.
All the Dons in the house. What's up? My name is Don Tesla, all the way from the 757. We global, baby. Hey, you can follow me on all social medias at Don Tesla. That's DONTESLA. Yes, baby. We in here, ain't I, sex?
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We love seeing y'all. Please feel free to comment under there. If you are on or off some of them quotes, or you feel like you want to add something to the mix of what we talked about today, go ahead and comment, click that bell, subscribe to us, D&D Podcasts. We are here. We are going to make sure y'all have some of the best content online, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see you on the flip side. Be blessed. Stay positive. I'm your boy, Mike Damont.
And I'm Don Tesla. And before we close out the show and go our own separate ways, we just want to give you a little synopsis on what we talked about here today out here in the 7-5, because we get live, and you know how we do, because shit, we the sharpest motherfuckers alive, and we always provide. So anyways, how we started the show off, we were just talking about abundancy mindsets and scarcity mindsets. Look, people with scarcity mindsets, they seldom accomplish what they want because they
lack vision. Boom. Excuses are tools of the weak, and those who use them seldom amount to anything. Thanks, Tracy Young Byron. Needed that quote from you.
I got you. I'm gonna expand on that because I know the joint. You know, I had to cross the line. Shout out to Omatic. Omatic. But anyways, so excuses are tools for the weak and incompetent. They build monuments of nothingness and roads that lead to nowhere. Those who specialize in using them are seldom capable of doing shit.
Come on now.
With y'all. So anyways, I love putting that last little.
And of course, anybody within the abundant mindset, you're planning, you're preparing, your priorities are straight, you are organized, and you're making sure that you're doing everything to the best of your abilities. Don't take no crap. Stay confident in what you do. Be positive, stay blessed, and be prayerful. I can tell you. Spotlight, of course, goes to Candy Burris for doing that bomb tour. And Foxy Brown, man, look, I still love you. I'm still your fan. Get that together. So get it together. But definitely shout out to Candy Birds. Yeah, definitely shout out to Candy Birds though. That dungeon tour looks mad cool from what I've seen. So definitely keep doing your thing, man. Definitely keep grinding and hustling.
On it, off it. Hey, most of those leadership quotes we was on. Hey, what you look at, you know, fear, it disappears. You know what I'm saying? Hey, face what you need to face. Leaders, they lead. They don't just, hey, you go over there, you slave, you pick this
Actually up. Lead. Do something that is going to help benefit someone else as well as yourself.
Your soldiers need to see the general do some work before they gonna buy in.
If you eat, they eat. If you work, they gonna work.
Otherwise,
you're only as strong as your leader. Otherwise,
you're gonna hear from one of your soldiers like me. See, you're the problem, but you're not the problem. You know what I'm saying? You kind of suck at your job, but you have bad soldiers too. So, I mean, I don't know. I know I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Lord have mercy.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the D&D Podcast. I'm Don Tesla.
I'm Mike Damont.
Hey, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
All right, you want to start this off, or you want me to start this off?
Man, it's up to you. Do you want to do it?
It don't matter, man. Go ahead.
Okay, what about it? Yeah. Hey, make sure you check us out on all social media. Look us up, D&D Podcasts, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
everywhere.
Snapchat. Everywhere.
Man, you know you want to stay tuned in to us.
You know you want
to check us out. This the best podcast on the internet.
This is the most ratchet
dark web. Man, this is what you call sophisticated ignorance, baby. Hold up. I got something for you. Got some money for you. You get money thrown at you. Hey, the best content online. D&D Podcast.
Yo, check us out, Mike Damont.
What's up, baby?
What's good?
757.